Okay, we are joined now by Notre Dame University head coach Mike Bray and student athletes Bonzie Colson and Matt Farrell. Guys, congratulations on your victory today. We'll open with a statement from Coach Bray.
First game of the tournament, we got everybody ready, get everybody a show, right? We know what we're supposed to do. You know, we've been coached up. I'm thrilled about our defense to keep them under 40% and to really guard the arc. I think they were 8 for 31. That's how we were going to escape, and we did escape. They're really good. But we've been in a lot of games like that, where game situations, having to make a big defensive stop, having to get a bucket and get it to the right guy, getting the ball in bounds to win a game. We've been there. Really proud that we're still alive.
Okay, at this time we'll take questions for our two student athletes, Bonzie and Matt. We'll get a microphone. Please raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. Okay, let's start right in the center here. Your name and affiliation, please.
Josh Verlin, City of Basketball Love. For Bonzie and Matt, you guys typically are, prolific three-point shooting team. Today it looked like you guys were really working it inside, getting into the lane. Was that something that you were specifically planning on coming into the game, or was that something that was happening as the game was developing?
I'll say it happened as the game developed. We try to attack no matter if we're on the three or in the post, and that's the way we play. We can post up, we can play 5-out cutters and ball screen and roll, and we saw some mismatch, and we just try to attack it the best as we can.
Yeah, I think, we made some adjustments in the second half, trying to get Bonzie down there, and that really helped us, getting him in the lane, getting him deep position. It's really tough to guard down there. So it's just about making adjustments. I don't know if we shot the ball very well, but like I said, it's about making adjustments, and we did what we had to do to get out of here with a win.
Yep. Okay. Right in here.
Mark Herman from Newsday, New York. For both players, can you just describe the emotions of that last minute or so?
Yeah, it was something we've been through. We've been through a lot of those game situations. We worked on it since summertime. So we were locked in, and we knew what we had to do, and, they hit big shots, but we stayed composed. We stayed locked in on defense, and then on the offensive end, we still was in our movement. So they're a good team. They have a lot of good movement off his end, but we had talked and we communicated. I think that was something that, got us to win.
Yeah, I think, we're a very confident group when it comes down to game situations. We've been a lot in the past, especially in the conference that we play in. So we got a lot of guys that are poised, and like I said, we're confident in game situations.
Let's go back there, and then we'll go to Mark.
Hey, guys. Congrats. Mark Tracy from the New York Times. Obviously, a game like this, first round, there's fans from all four teams there. Notre Dame well represented. At the same time, when it looked, especially second half, Princeton going on a run, did you feel at all that the crowd was against you, that maybe some of the neutral fans were thinking, hey, it'd be fun to see the little guys win?
I'm sure you see that with all teams. But Princeton was a great team. They guarded us well. They played great on the offensive end, but we just stayed with what we do, and I think it was a good game. And no matter how it looked, we got the win. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I think, we've played in some tough environments before. We try not to pay attention to that, but, we knew they were going to go on a run, talented offensive team. So we just had to stick with it. And then once they went on that run, like I said, we made a couple adjustments, but we try to stay focused on the game, and we try to stay focused on what we do.
Mark.
Yeah, it's Mark on Buffalo News. Could we talk perimeter defense? Just they're one of the most efficient, effective perimeter teams in the country. Just what was your focus, and what went so well?
Just running them off the three-point line. We didn't want to get them going from behind the arc, and we did a good enough job to do that. They're lethal from behind there. We had to do that, and then we had a rebound. We thought we had an advantage on that end, so we did both of those things.
Yeah, I think their movement on the offensive end is really different than what we've seen. A lot of back doors. They have a lot of three-point shooters, so we wanted to run them off the three, and we're in gaps, and I think that really helped us, get some stops and, of course, rebound as well.
Yep. Back here in the center.
Josh Verlin, City Basketball Love. Matt, last year, this time of year, you were put in the starting lineup for the first time. Now, a year later, you've had a tremendous junior season. How much different does it feel being up there right now?
I think it's the same, having fun with the guys I've been with. It's the same, man. March is crazy. We just saw that, but I think that it's the same confidence. It's the same mindset. It's just, I think it's a lot of fun to be here, especially with the guys around me. So kind of the same mindset. Just do whatever it takes to get a W.
Any last question for our student athletes? Okay, not seeing any. I'm sorry. Is there one in the back? Yep. Let's get a microphone back. Last
Sorry
one.
if this has already been asked. I came in late, but Bonzi, the ankle, how it felt today, and if it hindered you in any way.
Yeah, my ankle's good. I'm ready to play again. It's fine. Going to ice it up, and I'll be ready.
Bonzi, Matt, congratulations. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
See you here
Thank you.
tomorrow. This time we'll take follow-up questions for Coach Bray. Please raise your hand. We'll get you a mic. Start with Mark.
Right, same for you, Coach. Perimeter defense. I mean, they had some open looks, but not that many.
To force them into 8 for 31 is a heck of a job by us, and it's probably why we won the game. We even blocked a couple. We got out. I thought our sense of urgency, switching stuff, getting out on shooters was a key. And again, I'm really thrilled because this group's a good defensive group. And we had to win it playing defense because we weren't in a great flow offensively, and some guys didn't shoot it as well as they'd like. But we continued to guard, and that's where we're pretty mature. We understand if maybe different some of my other teams, when we're not scoring, it doesn't affect us on the defensive end.
Go ahead, Jerry.
And Mike, over here, Jerry Sullivan, Buffalo News. Again, with Bonzi, he clearly doesn't want anybody to think he's hindered, but is he 100%? And also, what does it mean in a matchup of similar teams, perimeter games, to have a guy like him with his inside ability?
He certainly was the difference, and, we were able to post him more. We really don't post him as much against ACC teams. He's out dribble exchanging and shooting some 15-footers and then sneaks into the post off of a ball screen roll, but we were just throwing that darn thing on in there. Looked like the Herringody days. Just chuck it on in there and see what happens. He's sore. You know what? He's a warrior, man. He played through some soreness. The great thing about the NCAA tournament, you got a day in between to really get that thing right again. And this time of year, you're playing on adrenaline anyways.
Let's go behind you there. Go ahead, Mike.
Mike Heim with Associated Press. You have a player who incurs a foul but still gets dinged in the head, goes out, gets, 6 stitches, I've heard?
Yeah.
And you talk about the resilience there and the fact of the physicality and enduring all of that.
I'm a big karma guy. And, Bonds is banged up a little bit. We used a lot of energy in Brooklyn. And then Pfluger gets dinged and is bleeding all. I'm thinking like, God, I don't know about today. Is today going to be a weird day? But I tell you what, he is a tough kid. We glued him up. We would have stitched any other of our guys, but since he's from L.A. and he's into Hollywood, we didn't want to mess his face up. So we glued his head up because he could be, a movie star someday. But he's been tough as nails, and to come back, I actually said to my staff, he was back in, and I said, is he right? Is he giving us anything? And he hit the baseline jump shot, and I turned around and I said, I guess he's okay. He really defends. That attention to detail, chasing shooters off the arc, he's fabulous at that.
Yep.
Mike, similar question that I asked Matt. Last year you started him at this point in the tournament. Now a year later, how much have you seen his confidence grow?
Yeah, he's at the controls of this, program. He's been that way since the summer, What helped him get confident early in this season was that we did start him in the NCAA tournament. So when we went to Brooklyn and won the Legends Classic, that was a great coming out party, but he felt good, and that made us all believe in him.
Yep, April. We get a microphone right up front here.
From the Washington Post. You guys have been pulling NCAA tournament wins kind of out of the fire for the past 3 seasons now, and you've had a ton of close games this season as well. What about your guys when they're clicking kind of makes them able to survive those late runs, or is there an X factor?
We've had an unbelievable run in close games. I think we're 18-3 in our last 21 overtime games. That shouldn't happen, the law of averages. But we've been in so many of them, we really believe. And I think in this tournament, this nucleus of guys just feel like as this thing was getting close, well, that's what we did all last year. You know, we just stole wins to get to the Elite Eight. And, you know, it's very similar to 2 years ago, the Northeastern game. You know, a tough one, you escape, and maybe you can get on a run. Our guys really believe that because they've experienced it, which is huge.
Last question for Coach Bray. Anybody else? Okay, if not, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.